Originally released in 2017, the Nintendo Switch still feels like a fresh console, but with the new competition coming from Sony and Microsoft, it's about time for Nintendo to give us what we all want: the Switch Pro. While there's been no official announcement yet, the Switch Pro could take everything great about the Switch, toss in a few upgrades, and deliver a console that would truly be in a world of its own. Better screen quality, a true virtual console, and some portable upgrades would make all the difference, and we'll show you how, including some hints as to what's to come thanks to official Nintendo patents. TV-only console. The portability of the Nintendo Switch is one of the console's biggest highlights, and is what has made the console stand out among competitors like the Xbox and PlayStation. It's also what holds the console back from taking advantage of power and display options. Making the Switch Pro a home-based console would help complete the Nintendo family of Switches. We have the Switch Lite for exclusive portability and the standard Switch for hybrid options. A Switch Pro may be a little bulkier, but the console could hold a larger hard drive, larger CPU, and deliver power like we've never seen before on a Switch console. We could enjoy native 4K, and Nintendo could even play catch-up to the big guns at Microsoft and Sony with 8K compatibility. Imagine playing an 8K sequel to Breath of the Wild. Incredible. Sure, the whole Switch name would become obsolete with a home-based edition, but Nintendo has made bank on the familiarity with the name. And there's no way they'll return to the Wii U 2 or some similar offering. Joy-Con improvements. The versatility of the Joy-Con controller has been a highlight with the Switch. The vertical, horizontal, and dual use of the controllers worked with so many games, but also resulted in a bunch of problems. The Joy-Cons were stiff and uncomfortable, especially for anybody with larger hands. A 1-hour Mario Kart session would end up turning into a 2-hour handache. While the idea of a portable controller is great, it's time to add some curves to those grips. A little contouring can go a long way, and the Joy-Cons should be slightly larger for some more comfort. Nintendo seems to be on the right track, with patents filed for some Joy-Con adjustments, including hinged Joy-Cons and a Joy-Con attachment with a stylus built into the top. Besides the design, one of the major flaws that needs to be addressed is the Joy-Con drift. We're paying $80 for a pair of Joy-Cons only to have the analog sticks move on their own. Steering, aiming, and precise movements are all ruined when the drift sets in, and Nintendo really needs to fix this. In fact, maybe not wait until the Switch Pro and make those changes now? Yeah, thanks. New games. We could talk about specs and features all day, but none of it will matter if we don't have the games to play on the Nintendo Switch Pro. First of all, let's dive into the Nintendo recycling bin. Just like how they upgraded Mario Kart from the Wii U to the Switch, we'd love to see an even better looking Smash Bros. Ultimate. A 4K version of the game would include all the DC content, new stages, and all new characters to play with. And side note, just give us Waluigi already, come on. We already know Nintendo is developing a Breath of the Wild sequel, but a release on the Switch Pro could feature even better visuals, incredible fight scenes, and a much larger open world to explore. We're all ready for Mario Kart Ultimate as well. The current version feels a little dated, and there's so much more the creators could do with the series. Pokémon games have thrived on the Switch, so it's only natural to toss in a few extras for the Switch Pro. With the digital library we already have loaded on our Switches, backwards compatibility with the current Switch is a must-have. They can keep the little cartridges if they want, but digital downloads have made access and first-day releases so much more convenient. Virtual Console. Oh, we're not done with games yet. There's nothing like a great new title, but we still can't get enough of the classics. It's time for Nintendo to bring back a true version of their Virtual Console. The Nintendo Wii was able to play GameCube games and N64 games, so what's the holdup here? With extra space and features on a Switch Pro, the Virtual Console could feature a whole library of classic games. Nintendo could even make bank by releasing wireless versions of the Nintendo 64 and GameCube controllers. We want Zelda collections, Super Smash Bros., Mario 64, Pokémon Stadium, and toss in some of the Mario Party games as well. Third-party companies could even get in on the mix, re-releasing all of their favorite titles. Nintendo Online already provides a great collection of NES and SNES games, so now it's time to up the ante and deliver even more classic content. Display upgrades. Super Mario Odyssey and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild look great on the Switch, especially when in TV mode, but we know there's so much more potential when swapping to portable mode. The first up, replacing those LED screens with OLED screens. The difference is night and day, helping to eliminate glare and present clear visuals that really pop on the screen. Simply put, you'll have more contrast, higher brightness, and rich visual colors. Another highlight? Lower battery consumption. Seems simple, right? Better screen quality with a longer-lasting battery. You got this, Nintendo. And while you're at it, the 720p screen quality on the current Switch is simply not good enough. While 4K screens aren't popping up in a lot of cell phones just yet, there's no reason Nintendo can't lead the charge with a vivid and detailed 4K portable screen. Sony's done it with a lot of their high-end phones, and the Switch Pro could really take advantage of the technology. At least give us 4K connections for our TVs. More storage. One of the biggest shortcomings of the current Switch? The lack of internal storage. The system has 32 gigabytes of space, but some of that space is taken up with system data. If you choose to download a game like WWE 2K18, which you should not because it's horrible, but if you did, that game would take up over 20 gigs of that internal space. That's just uncalled for. The Switch Pro should have at least 500 gigabytes of space, especially with the vast library of available games in the Nintendo shop. Yeah, we all know that we can purchase microSD cards and expand the available space, but should we really have to? We already need to purchase extra controllers, games, and so many add-ons. Purchasing space should not be a day one option. Or maybe Nintendo should pack some microSD cards in with some of the game cartridges. 1TB microSD card sizes have broken into the market, so Nintendo should be able to squeeze in more space without the need to expand the size of the portable console. Portable design upgrades. While Nintendo works on squeezing in some extra storage to the console, the engineers might as well stick around for some design upgrades to the portable system. The first thing to focus on? Reducing all that bezel. Yeah, we don't want to sit here and bezel shame all day. But seriously, once you notice all the black edges around the Switch, you'll realize how much wasted space is on the screen. Nintendo needs to play around with the edges, push the limits, and give us an even bigger screen without even expanding the size of the system. Ever feel your heart stop when the Switch falls from your hands? Yeah, well, maybe we'd be a little more relaxed if Nintendo increased the armor around the case. The plastic isn't as durable as it should be, and a cracked screen comes a lot easier than dropping your cell phone. Some aluminum could provide a little added protection without the need to bulk up the Switch case with a thick cover or carrying case. And if Nintendo does increase the screen size, we're definitely gonna need a more durable design. Bluetooth audio. Remember over a decade ago when you put on your first headset and were able to talk trash to gamers all over the world? Yeah, Nintendo apparently didn't get the memo. The launch of the Switch presented some pretty funky voice chat options, which included linking apps and a whole lot of weird problems. The port of Fortnite helped improve voice chat, but it was too little too late. A portable console needs portable audio, and not just options through the headphone jack. In short, we need native Bluetooth audio options, built-in voice chat, and the ability to use wireless headsets with the Switch Pro. Bluetooth audio is everywhere. How nice would it be to hook up some Bluetooth speakers when you have friends crowding around the small screen to play games? The audio would improve tremendously, and we'd have a lot more options for watching media like the YouTube channel. Gamers expect native voice chat as well. The portable version of the Switch should actually have a built-in microphone, kind of like some of the DSi models had. Portable dock. Taking the Switch on the go was great if you wanted to stick with just the portable version. Taking the Switch on the go to connect to another TV, not so much. The Switch dock is great for a single TV, but if you are going to hang out at a friend's house or packing up the console for your dorm, good luck. The thing's bulky, a pain to pack, and you do not want to do any damage to the plastic sides or the fragile USB port the Switch plugs into. Even taking the dock from your living room to the bedroom was a hassle. Purchasing extra docks was a costly addition. The Switch Pro needs to change the docking process. A portable dock only makes sense so you're not just limited to the small screen. A quick plug-and-play option should be available without all the extra USB ports. Nintendo could even produce a portable docking unit with USB ports. A little innovation can go a long way in providing a better way to dock your Nintendo Switch Pro. 4G, 5G network connections. Playing online has become a must-have feature for any gaming console, and the Switch went through a rocky start with Nintendo Online. Things have smoothed out a little, but there's still a long way to go. One thing that would help and offer a big step over competitors like the Xbox Series X and PS5, 4G and 5G connections. Being tethered to Wi-Fi connections limits the portability of the Switch, especially for massive online player games like Fortnite and Minecraft. If Nintendo offered their own built-in service on the Switch Pro, we could literally game anywhere within the range of a cell tower. Nintendo could team up with cell phone providers like Sprint, Verizon, or AT&T to provide the connections over the Switch Pro. The service could tie in with a regular cell phone service or as a standalone option. With an embedded webcam, we could even use the Switch Pro for video chats, conferences, and other social connections. The 5G network would likely have a lot of hurdles to go over, but many gamers would be on board for the constant connection. Even if we weren't playing online, the data connection could help us download games while we're on the go. Okay, now it's your turn. What features do you most want to see in the Switch Pro? Personally, a Mario Odyssey sequel is at the top of our list. One with more use of Luigi and Yoshi. Are any of these a reality? When, if ever, do you think the Switch Pro will get released? Well, let us know in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to TheGamer for more great content.